Very good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Welcome to today's class. Okay, I hope all of y'all are keeping fine, doing good wherever you guys are. All of y'all, I hope y'all know the plan for today. I gave you a reminder yesterday. Today is last 20 minutes. You all will be having a topic 13 quiz, online quiz. Okay, it will be only 20 minutes. Okay, right. So that will happen after the break. Last 20 minutes of the class will be your online quiz. Okay. Right, everybody, girls, boys, all of y'all, let's continue from where we are. We are right now in topic number 14. We just started part 1. We didn't talk a lot about it. Okay. Do you all remember the topic of topic 4? Remember the name of topic 14? Using, one second. Sorry? Using IT in organizations, isn't it? Using IT systems in organizations. And so far, we only covered one part, which is using IT in operational support. Operational support was what? Operational support. I bolded certain words for you all to remember it easily. Day-to-day activities, activities that happen on a daily basis. Okay, when we speak about operational support, and then guys, in bullet form, everybody, can you quickly go through that again? In bullet form, where was it? Over here. Over here, guys, can you all go through these bulleted points? These bulleted points state why we are trying to bring IT into the organization. Why are we trying to use IT systems? Why don't we simply do it manually here? So over here, these bulleted points briefly state why we are trying to use an IT system. Okay, can you guys go through it again? We spoke about it last week. Okay, we're trying to improve efficiency, do more work using minimal resources. Okay, we want to make better decisions. We want communication across all stakeholders to happen properly. We want customers to feel that they are well served. Okay, we want to improve our security. We want to be compliant. Okay, so these are reasons that we are using IT here. Okay, and we only went through one part of it, which is where we use IT to automate our processes. Remember, I showed you all one video of a big e-commerce store that has automated their supermarkets. Remember the video I showed you, which was Amazon Go, right? Amazon Go has completely automated their entire supermarket experience, isn't it? You walk in, there is no security guard, there is no cashier, there are no salesmen. Everything is everything is completely computer based. You have sensors all over the place. I'm sorry, that can detect when you add something to your cart. Okay, and many businesses are turning towards automation, isn't it? Any other examples you like to give me of where automation is happening? I'll give you guys a simple example. We got rid of the security guard. Okay, not here at Platinum. I'm talking about, for example, hospitals, shopping centers. They don't have a security guard at the entrance anymore. What do they have? Automatic opening door, right? You have an automatic door with a sensor that can automatically detect if somebody is present and open. Likewise, give me two or more examples of where we have automated with the computer system. Now, when you go to now in Sri Lanka, when you go to the airport, you have to check into your flight now. After checking into your flight only, they send you to the relevant gate, isn't it? After you check into your flight, you are sent to the relevant gate. In Sri Lanka, in Bandar Naik International Airport, you still have a human who will assist you with the check-in process. You still have a counter. So, for example, as you enter the airport, they tell you which counter to go to. You go to that counter, you submit your passport, you submit your e-ticket, then they create your boarding pass and they tell you which gate to go to. Is it clear? It's still happening with a human. But at the same time, on a side, they have also put a, what shall we say, a kiosk, or they also have a automatic self check-in. You check in yourself. You talk to a computer and you automatically get your luggage, what do you call, the tags put onto your luggage, you put it on the conveyor belt, you get your boarding pass. They also have a system where you can automatically do it yourself. You can self check-in without having to go through a human. But if you go to certain airports, like for example in Malaysia, it's already self check-in. There is no human there to, what do you call, there are people there to assist certain people who have difficulties in using computer technology, but they have pretty much automated it. You all give me examples of in Sri Lanka where it has been automated. Any part of a business, it was happening manually, but now it's automatically happening. There is minimal human involvement in it. Any other examples? Again, think about the security guard. So earlier we had security guards all over the place. watching who is coming, who is going, what are they doing, are they lifting anything, are they stealing anything. What did we replace them with? We replaced them with CCTV camera systems. Everybody okay with this? I'll give you all one more. All of you all, I'm sure all of you all have, we have got a message here which says, can you share the tute? Okay, I'll share it shortly. I'll share it shortly with you all. Any other examples? Nobody gave an example from your side, Nadishan, where it's happening automatically. There is no human involvement as such in it. Nothing at all. So read this second paragraph and see if you can come up with any examples. Tasks such as data entry, report generation, order processing, and basic customer service interactions. Any of you all have tried placing a complaint on Uber? When you try placing an order on Uber, are you talking to a human being? Or are you talking to a computer system that's simply replying to the question that you ask? I don't think any of you have put a complaint on Uber. The reason people get frustrated with Uber here in Sri Lanka is you don't have a human you can report your problem to. So let's say, for example, you ordered items and the wrong items were sent to you. There is a series of questions that you need to answer and submit your complaint. And then the system will decide whether to give you a refund or whether not to give you a refund. You get it? There is no human that you talk to. So what do they ask? Did you have a problem with your order? Yes or no? Yes. Choose which order you had a problem with. You choose the order. Then they ask you, what was the problem with this order? Did you miss an item? Of example, were you overcharged? Of example, they give you a list of options to choose from. You choose that. Then they say, you know what? Upload a photograph. You take a photograph, you upload it. Is it clear? Then the system decides whether to give you a refund or not. Okay, earlier it was a human who was handling it. They would connect you with a human being. You would tell that person your problem, and he would solve it for you. But now you have a computer system handling it for you. Okay, so everybody under what do you call operational support, we spoke about automation, where IT systems are used to run certain activities for us. Okay, right. After automation, can everyone move down to the next one? Monitoring and maintenance. Everybody okay with this? You have an IT system that's monitoring for you, maintaining it for you. Everybody okay with this? Can you all first read it? I'll give you a couple of examples. So guys online, you can collect this now until the others read it. So we are in part 1. So everybody read that. Monitoring and maintenance can be used to continuously monitor the performance of other systems and identify variations in performance in order to spot issues that could come up before they actually come up. Okay, so a very simple example. Think about a vehicle. Everybody, if you think about a vehicle, I'm sure all of you have seen a setup like this, right? If you get into a vehicle, we call this the dashboard. When you look at the dashboard, you know the situation of the car. Are there anything marked in red color would tell you it's a critical issue. It needs your what do you call immediate attention. Anything in yellow is simply a warning. You will have to deal with it, but not urgent. Anything in green or blue is just information for you. Everybody okay with this? And then as you're driving along, you want to know what your speed is. You want to know how much your fuel consumption is. You want to know how many kilometers you have traveled. You want to know your RPM. You want to know whether seat belts have been put. You want to know whether doors have been locked. Your dashboard will tell you all this information. Automatically, it's monitoring the vehicle for you. Everybody okay? This is a very simple example about monitoring and maintenance. Everybody okay with it? When it's time to change the oil, when it's time to service the vehicle, when it's time to pump fuel, it will tell you. It will, inform you. Everybody okay with this? Right. Then guys, can you just read this to yourselves? Because I feel like my verbal explanation is sometimes not that great. Can you guys read this? Modern vehicles, okay, they have real-time monitoring systems. Okay, these are computer systems, okay, that tell you what's happening in the vehicle and what should be done. Okay. If something were to go wrong, the dashboard would tell you what the problem is. Okay. Another example, if I were to give you, everybody okay with this now? Let's have a look at another example. So for example, guys, this is just a screenshot, okay? This is just a screenshot of a network infrastructure. When you're managing a massive network, lots of servers, lots of clients, routers, switches, lots of data being transferred, you need, I know you guys remember in AS level, we learned so many metrics: speed, bandwidth, jitter, availability, data. We went through so many metrics, right? You need to monitor these metrics so that you know whether the network is functioning properly or not, isn't it? So generally, when you have a network, guys, you would have a dashboard. Okay, I do not know what any of these means, but by looking at these colors and these numbers and these stats, you know the situation of your network. Everybody okay with this? You know where the bottlenecks are occurring, you know where the bandwidth is low, where the bandwidth is all right, which devices have gone down, which servers are working. All that information you can get from an IT system like this. Everybody okay with this? Okay, this is an example of monitoring and maintenance. Okay, can you guys read this? Everybody read this? Large data centers that use IT monitoring systems to constantly check the performance of their servers, the cooling situation, network traffic situation. Okay, if a server's temperature starts to rise unusually, okay, it's getting severely hot, okay, the system will detect it and alert technicians before the server overheats. Okay, if unusual traffic is spotted, something unusual, way more traffic than we expected. Okay, can you guys go through this? These are examples of what we call monitoring and maintenance. Take an example of a hospital. You don't have a nurse watching the patient 24/7. What do? They have gadgets connected to the patient. Gadgets are connected to the patient, and those gadgets tell you the situation of the patient. If something unusual happens, it starts beeping in a different way. So even the nurse can be at a distance. The moment she hears those beeps, she knows something is unusual. She starts rushing. You get it, guys? Okay, so can you guys go through this also? Hospitals use IT monitoring systems to keep track of medical devices like ventilators or patient monitoring systems. Okay, I'm sure you guys have all seen this. Okay, if a device shows irregular performance, okay, the chart that they are monitoring is just completely flat. Something is not right. Okay, okay, so this prevents device failure during critical. Oh, this has come on the screenshot. Okay, are we all okay with this? What are we talking about right now? Monitoring and maintenance, which comes under operational support, day-to-day activities that happen in a business. Okay, right. We have spoken about, everybody. We first spoke about automating, then we spoke about monitoring and maintenance. Now we are going to move on to customer service. How can IT be used to serve your customers? Can an IT system do a better job than a human can do? Let's read and see. Okay, can you guys go through it? IT systems can be used to automate and improve customer service by providing online self-service portals, chatbots, and knowledge bases. This knowledge base, guys, very much later in the lesson, I'll be showing you all a real life example. So now I will not show it, but can you guys go through this? You can use a computer system to what you call have automated chats with the customer, chatbots. Okay, keep reading it. This enables customers to find answers to common questions and solve basic problems without needing to contact support directly. So everybody, very simple example. If you guys come to dialog.lk, you all know about what dialog is doing? Everybody, if you come to dialog.lk, and if you tell them you have a problem, initially they put you onto a chat bot. What's a chat bot? A robotic chat agent. Chat bot. Okay, it's a bot. Okay, it's a robot that you're talking to. Okay, but it pretends, it tries to, what do you call, give you the feeling that you're talking to a human. Okay, so everyone look here. If I come to contact us, everyone look here. If I come to contact us, here you go. There are various methods. Chat with us. So when I click on chat with us, give it a second. Where it didn't work. Have they disconnected it? I think they have, earlier they had a bot called DR. Have you guys heard about Dialog? Dialog what? Dialog IA was what? Dialog assistant basically. Sorry? Sorry. It's appearing over here. So everyone, when you look over here, we are here to talk. So ask us anything. Even WhatsApp is now offering automated replies, right? If you have a WhatsApp business account, you can enable auto replies. So you can fix the question, and for this question, you can say, this is the reply I want to generate. Everybody okay with this? So over here, I'll just say hi. I'll just say hi over here. It will give me an automated reply here. Okay, like as if it's actually typing. It's not actually typing. Okay, welcome to dialogue. My name is Dia. Okay, choose your language, English. Okay, so now it gives you that feel like somebody is typing. Choose your problem or choose your preference, mobile. Okay, so everybody okay with this? So rather than having a human deal with these minor issues, you have a computer, IT system that deals with it. If the problem is unsolvable by the assistant, then it might connect you with a human. Then it might connect you with a human customer care agent. Everybody okay with this? Okay, right. I had another example for you all, which was Uber's automated order complaining system. Okay, if you have a problem with your order on Uber, you have to go through an IT system to place your complaint. You don't get to deal with a human being as such. They don't have a hotline or a what you call customer hotline, complaint hotline number. They don't have. Okay, right. Let's keep moving. I'm closing this. Then guys, can you come down to the next one? Data management and analysis. You want to manage this massive amount of data that you're collecting it. You're collecting every day. So many transactions are taking place. Okay. So organizations can collect and analyze data from various sources to gain valuable insights into their operations. We have already spoken about this. Data manipulation, big data. Okay. You're collecting a lot of data. You want this data to make sense to you. Okay. So you can use an IT system to make sense out of the data that you collected. This data can be used to identify areas where improvement is needed or where processes can be optimized. Okay, leading to reduced costs or better services and products. Everybody okay with this? Right. Can you guys read the next one then? Managing your resources, the tools that you have, the money you have, the tools that you have, the workforce that you have, the time that you have, all these need to be managed effectively. Okay. So you can use an IT system to manage it for you. Can you guys go through it? Okay. So everybody, I want you all to imagine a big business. Take a business like Cargill's Food City. They have so many branches, so many branches. Every branch has so many employees. Every branch has so many products. Is it clear? Managing all these branches and people and products and suppliers and what you call construction companies, and there are so many things that need to be managed. For a couple of human beings to manage it, it's impossible. Everybody okay with this? It's impossible to manage such a system. Okay, so guys, what you do is you have a computer system that will manage the whole business for you. So when you open the system up, you can just choose which department you want to view. You choose the department, it then tells you the situation of that department. Everybody, can you all see the name of this software? Enterprise Resource Planning. What's an enterprise? A large company, or rather a company is known as an enterprise. Okay, a company is known as an enterprise. This company has so many resources, money and people and tools and time and budgets, and so many tools are there. For 1-2 people to manage all these resources, impossible, simply impossible. You need many people, but then to properly coordinate and manage it, it's quite difficult. So you can use an IT system to manage it for you. So there are many ERP softwares that will manage the entire organization for you. Okay, I'll just show you all a video. Okay, it's an ad. Okay, for you guys to get an idea of how resource management can be done using IT systems. Okay, can you guys check this out? So this is for a manufacturing company. Just check this out. Again, this is an ad just simply explaining what their software offers businesses. Okay. Okay. Right. Guys, girls, everybody. Are we okay with that as well? Okay. Right. Managing of resources also, you're going to have an IT system do it for you. So everybody, with that, we come to an end in terms of operational support. the day-to-day activities that happen in a business. We just spoke about how IT can be used in various parts in order to assist your business, to support your business. Can you guys come down to the next part now? In terms of collaboration, collaboration very simply means what? Getting everybody to work together, getting everybody to effectively communicate with each other. Okay, right. Can you guys read it now? IT systems provide organizations and individuals with access to tools and resources to enable communication and collaboration among all employees, teams, and departments. Okay, everybody is working together. Everybody knows what's happening. Okay, right. IT systems, including cloud computing platforms, okay, allow teams in different parts of the world. Now, because of IT systems, these people do not even need to be in the same physical location. They can be in various parts of the world and they can still effectively work together because of IT systems. Okay, keep reading it. If used properly, if used effectively, collaboration tools, these tools that bring people together, get them to work together, can improve teamwork and productivity for distributed teams around the world. Okay, and enable a more flexible approach. What do you mean by flexible? The way they work can change. Okay, they can work in ways that they are suitable with. Okay, such as enabling employees to work from wherever they are located. Some of the ways that IT systems can support collaboration include those listed from here. So we're going to look at how IT systems can actually support collaboration, just like how we saw IT systems can be used to support operational support. Okay, how IT systems can be used in operational support. We're now going to see how it can be used in collaboration. I don't have a lot to tell over here. Communication. You all don't even need to read it. In today's world, to keep teams together, to keep teams on the same page, for teams to know what's happening, what's a basic tool you would use? You know what? Let's say I have given you all a group project to do. What is the first tool you're going to use? Exactly. You're going to create a WhatsApp group, isn't it? Because then on that group, whatever is discussed, everybody knows about it. Isn't it? Just like that. Okay, keep reading it. I'm going to show you some more sophisticated tools, but you all get it. Okay, read it. IT systems can provide access to communication tools such as email, a very old tool, but still used. Okay, instant messaging, currently being heavily used. Video conferencing, heavily being used. Okay, these tools enable employees to communicate in flexible ways that best meet their needs. Okay, no matter where in the world each team member is located. Okay, so everybody read the next one and then I want to show you a video. There are platforms that exist solely for the purpose of collaborating, solely for the purpose of people working and communicating together. Read that. Google Workspace, Office 365, Dropbox allow users to store, share, and collaborate on documents, spreadsheets, applications over the internet in real time. Okay, as well as allowing users to send files and documents to each other. That's a very old feature. They also allow the users to work on the same document at the same time, simultaneously. Multiple users can work upon the same document at the same. Do you all believe that? It's possible, right, in today's world? In today's world, I can share a link to a file, okay, with all of y'all, and all of y'all can work upon the same file at the same time. You get it? That, and you guys can be all located in different parts of the world. Collaborative working. Okay, keep reading it. And ensuring effective version control of files and documents. Okay, so everybody, why don't you all check this out before you all read the next one? So look at what Microsoft Teams, again, this is an ad of the features that Microsoft Teams offers you all. Guys online, can you check this out? Simple example of how IT systems can be used in collaboration. So Microsoft Teams is built with a variety of tools inside it that support collaboration, video conferencing, messaging, working on applications. Okay, right. Can you guys read the next one? Social media and networks. As companies spread across different locations, they are using social media and workplace networks more often to help employees connect and work together. How so? Let's see. Sometimes these tools are built into platforms the company already uses. For example, take Microsoft Teams. Other times they come as separated platforms from social media providers like Facebook, which is owned by Meta. Everybody okay with this? Certain companies will be using Microsoft Teams as an example to connect the whole company together. Other organizations will be using social networking platforms like Facebook, for example, to connect all the to connect everybody together. Okay. If you think about this, guys, Meta also owns WhatsApp, right? On WhatsApp, you have a very simple tool which we use, which is group messaging. Okay, keep reading it. These tools are mainly designed, keep reading it, everybody. So Joel, you have used Microsoft Teams, okay? To encourage casual conversations, idea sharing, and building a sense of community among staff, okay? By making it easier for employees from different departments and levels of the company to communicate, they help improve teamwork and spark new ideas. Okay, everybody? So guys, over here, let's remind ourselves what is our subtopic here. We're talking about collaboration. Okay, and we're talking about how IT can be used in order to make collaboration possible. Okay, right. So we have gone through two parts: operational support, using IT in operational support, using IT for collaboration. Now, can you guys come down to number 3? Not number 3, not number 3. This is still under, I made a mistake here. Everybody, project management also comes under collaboration. When you have a project in a company, you need people to work together to complete this project. Agree with me, everyone? When you have a project happening in a company, you need people to work together in order to complete this project. Think about a software development company that's developing a new software for an organization. They need employees from various departments to work together to develop this software. Isn't it, guys? So project management also comes under collaboration. Can you guys read this? What does project management do? It's a software, and you guys will be learning about this in detail in the next topic. Okay, how do you plan a project? How do you monitor a project? Lots of information coming in your next topic with regard to project management. Okay, so here we just describe it in topic 15. Lots of details about it. Can you guys go through it? Project management software helps teams to plan, organize, and track their work, as well as allowing managers to create long-term plans for whole projects and teams. These tools allow users to plan and manage individual workflows for themselves or for other members of a team. You guys read it, guys. I think I have a video here to show you all. Okay. I'll give you guys a very simple example again. Everybody think about a construction company. You know what's a construction company?
Managing
a company that's involved in constructing apartments, hotels, buildings. So when a construction company receives a job to construct an apartment, construction of that apartment is considered as a project, as one project. When it comes to constructing an apartment, how many people do you think would be involved in it? Sorry? There would be so many, isn't it? And don't you think that number is going to keep changing as you go along in the project? Isn't it? As you go along in the project, that number is going to keep changing. So everybody, a construction company is not only managing one construction site. They have so many construction sites. They have employees working in multiple construction sites. Then, for example, think about these certain tools that they use. Think about, for example, what do you call this? Forgot the name. You dig the ground with? No. You have a drive and all in it. Crane. We call it a crane. You all know crane, right? So, for example, certain construction companies, they might have maybe 2 cranes, 3 cranes. You get it? Now, these 2, 3 cranes have to be effectively used across multiple construction sites. You get it? So you need somebody who puts a schedule on how these cranes are going to be used. And not everybody knows how to operate a crane, right? Not everybody knows how to operate a crane. You might have 2, 3 employees who know to operate a crane. So you need to use these guys also effectively here. Is it clear? Then, for example, in certain places, you might need to blow up the ground in order to start construction. You need dynamites. You need people who know how to use dynamites, who know to explode it. You have so many tools and resources that need to be managed effectively here. So what you will be using ideally is something called a project management software. A software that can manage all your resources for you. It can inform employees every day what are they supposed to do. It can follow up employees whether they have completed their tasks or not. I'll give you guys a simple example. You know, these construction sites, many are coming up in Colombo, right? You know, these employees, what do you call the laborers, in the morning as they enter the construction site, at the entrance, you have the guards area now. At the beginning of a construction site, what do you have? You have a guard area, isn't it? The security guard's room is generally at the entrance, isn't it? So normally, as they enter the construction site, at the guard's room itself, the what do you call project supervisor, project managers are there, telling those laborers, telling those employees, telling those workers, today these are your tasks. Today, this is what you need to do. 8 to 9 a.m. This is your job. 9 to 10, this is what you're supposed to do. 11 to 12, this is what you're supposed to do. This is who you will work with. These are the tools that are going to be provided to you. Is it clear? And these laborers, these employees, as they keep completing their tasks, they need to keep updating the system saying what have they done. Then the system keeps updating on what the status of the project is. So as a manager, I can just look at this. I can look at the software. I can look at the app. Okay, and I can see what is the situation of the project. Who has done their work, who has not done their work, what are we waiting for, what is missing, what needs to be done. All that information I can get on the app itself. You guys get it? Just check this video out, okay? Right. I'm going to move away from here then. Guys, girls, everybody, can you all come down to the next part? Knowledge management. Okay? Again, guys, better than me explaining it, I have a video again. Listen to the words that are being mentioned in this video. And then read knowledge management. Okay, first watch the video, then read it. So everybody watch it first, then watch the video. Okay, so look at this. Guys online, I'm going to keep my mic open because I want to stop the video at various parts. So everyone, can you all read the description I have given you? Okay. Organizations rely on vast amounts of data. We saw this in topic number 12. This information or this data can be processed to produce valuable information. Knowledge management is an extension of this. That is, it is the process of taking all the information that you have, organizing it, processing it, and manipulating it so that it can continuously, forever be used effectively. Keep reading it. Here are some ways that IT systems can be used to facilitate and support knowledge management. Okay, everybody, can you go through this? So for example, you can have something called a document management system. A document management system is like basically like your library or your filing cabinet of all the information within the organization. Okay, read it. It helps to store, organize, and find documents easily. So you can find files by their names, by their category. Okay, you can keep track of the changes that each file went through. Okay, it controls who can see or edit the documents. Okay, this is called your document management system. This is like your library of documents. And these documents will be company policies, company rules and regulations, company procedures. Okay, all this information. Then if you have a tool to store data, you also need a tool to create data. Agree? Document management is the storing tool, is the tool that is used to store your information. The tool that is used to create new information, what do we call that? Can everyone read that? Content management system. This is the tool that you would use to create new information. Read that. A CMS is a system that helps organizations create and publish content online, such as blogs, wikis, articles, videos, all this. Okay. When you go to Dialog, guys, and you tell Dialog, I want a good package for my phone. I want a good SIM card package for my phone. First question they might ask you, what do you want, prepaid or postpaid? When you say prepaid, for prepaid, they will have a variety of packages. Sometimes they might give you a file and say, sir, inside this file, all the packages are there. So you just open that file and look at all the packages and you choose which one best suits you. This is a very simple example of what? Document management system or a knowledge management system. All the packages Dialog has, they have stored in their system and kept it. So when you come and ask what packages do you all have for me, they simply give you that. Or think about a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, does the manager read out the menu to you? He doesn't. He gives you a menu. He gives you a document that has all the items that the restaurant is telling you. You get it? The manager doesn't have to read out every item to you. You just look at that document, you know what the restaurant is offering. Everybody okay with this? And on that document, they'll mention service charge and taxes and refund policies and all that will be mentioned on the menu itself. Okay. And then to create a new menu, for example, you will be using something called a content management system. Okay. Right. Can you guys go through that? For this knowledge management, I wanted to show you, I had an account with Daraz, a seller account with Daraz. And when you have a seller account with Daraz, they have a knowledge management system inside it. So you can see how to pack an order, what are you allowed to do, what are you not allowed to do, what do you do when a problem comes up, all that info, but I don't have access to that account anymore. Okay, I don't have access to the account anymore. I could have shown it to you all. Okay, basically Daraz has its own knowledge management system explaining. Let me just see if it, for customers, do they have something like that? Let me see. Daraz University. Here, everybody, I got it. Okay, so this is information for customers about how Daraz operates and what's coming up and what to look forward to. And okay, can you see? Various information. Then there's information about for sellers as well. If you want to become a seller, this is what you're offering. Now, this is all information for what do you call customers. Okay, it goes as Daraz University. But when you log in as a seller, they give you even more information that a seller needs to know. Okay, right. Can you guys just check this last video out? We have a tool called Confluence. Confluence is what we call a content management system, where an organization can store all the knowledge of the organization on the system. So employees can access it whenever they need it. So you don't need to go to managers and supervisors every time you have a question. It's all there within the system itself. Okay. Guys, read the next one. A similar word coming up again. Knowledge repositories. Can you guys read that? Okay, this is where it's like your data warehouse. Okay, all your data is stored. Can you guys go through that? A knowledge repository is like a central library. It's like a data warehouse for a company's important information. It stores things like reports, manuals, policies, guides, rules and regulations. All this information is stored over there. It helps the organization keep all key information in one place. Okay, keep reading it. Staff can quickly find best practice advice, standard operating procedures, okay, whenever they need them. Okay, you don't have it with you. Dishan, you're turning the pages, you don't have it with you. Okay, keep reading it. It makes sure everyone has accurate and up-to-date information. Think of it like a what? School's rule book and notes archive. Instead of each time there is a problem or a question you're going and asking the teacher, it's there in your, what do you call, communication book or student record book or whatever. Okay. Everybody okay with this? So we are talking about using IT systems in organizations. We saw operational support. We saw collaboration. We saw knowledge management. Okay. We have another one more. We have two more actually. This one is going to take some time. The next one is extremely short, which is product development. Developing a new project. Not project mean developing a new product. How can we use IT systems to develop a new product? Can you guys go through this? I don't have videos or anything as such to show you all here, but can you all just go through it? I took a video, but it's a long tutorial. I will have to. No, I didn't take it. Can you guys read it? Product development is a multi-stage process. Many stages happen in it. Okay. It is greatly affected by the use of IT systems. So everybody in stage number one, read the heading. No need to go through the details. Ideation. You know what is ideation? When it comes to developing a product, step number one is what? Your imagination, right? Your idea. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna solve? What are we gonna develop? Isn't it? So ideation, conceptualization. Conceptualization means what? You put it into words. Okay, you're basically able to show a concept of how this product is going to work, and planning. Okay, so can you guys read this? In the first stage, in the first instance, the organization will need to identify an initial idea of what is to be developed. This may be a completely new product or just a single feature that could be added to an existing product. Okay, ideas at this stage may go through several phases. So when you're talking about ideas, you keep refining your ideas, right? You keep making it better and better and better and better. Okay. So after this stage, what do we have? Next, we have the designing stage. Okay. So you have an idea. Okay. You optimize that idea, try to come up with something that's feasible, usable. Okay. After you start designing it, you start showing what it's going to look like. Everybody, have you all seen things like this? Have you all seen things like this? What is it normally called? Website mockup. So normally before a website is actually developed, you guys know where we use this, right? What's another word I can use? Mockup. Sorry? Prototype. Very nice. Prototype. AS level, we were using some words. If you all don't remember, no problems, but wireframe. Okay. Your, what is the other one called? Where it tells you in verbally, it tells you your what? Okay, I forget it. It tells you the heading should be like this, the subheading should be like this. We were calling that your wireframe. Style guide. Style guide. You have a style guide. Okay. So everybody, this is an example of what you call your prototype, your mock-up. Okay, of what your actual product is going to look like. Okay, this is done before you actually develop your whole product. I'll give you one more example. Colombo Port City 3D model. Before Colombo Port City was developed, they built a model of it. This is what it's going to look like, isn't it? You first build a 3D model and show people this is what it's going to look like. After you get an approval on this model, that's when you actually start developing the product, isn't it? Okay, can you guys read that? At this stage, the company will begin to explore specific details of a product, and depending on the product, the design can take many forms. It might be a mock-up, it might be a, what do you call, wireframe, it might be a 3D model, it might be a prototype, various things. Okay. For example, a company developing a new smartphone app would produce designs like I just showed you, which we call mock-ups, of how the app is going to look like. Okay. There will also be functional and non-functional specifications. Okay. And then guys, next, what do you have? After your designing and prototyping is done, you then start developing. After developing, you start testing your product. Does it work as expected? Can you guys read development and testing? So we are talking about this whole process being done using an IT system. Okay. We're talking about how this whole process can be done using an IT system. Okay. And then guys, our final part of using IT systems in organization is service delivery. Service delivery or product delivery. You now have to hand over the product, or you have to hand over your service to your client, to your customer. How can IT be used to fulfill it? Can you guys come down to service delivery? Okay. IT systems can provide a platform or will provide a platform which an organization can deliver their services. Okay, keep reading it, guys. Using IT systems allow an organization to streamline how services are developed, are delivered, and ensure they reach a wider audience. The easiest example I can give you is think about e-commerce stores. An e-commerce store can sell their products to a much larger audience than a store that is not using e-commerce. Agree? A store that's not using e-commerce can only sell to customers who are physically close by it. But an e-commerce store can sell it to people all over the world. Okay? Right, keep reading it. As with other areas of running an organization, IT systems can improve service delivery through automation, effective data and knowledge management. Okay, so everybody, this is our last part of using IT systems in an organization. Okay, before you guys take your break, everybody, can we just quickly summarize what we have done in this particular chapter? Topic 14 is quite a big topic. In topic 14 part 1, we spoke about what was our objective, guys? Can you all read this objective here? The role of IT systems in organizations. Everybody, the role of IT systems in organizations. Okay, we broke it into 5 different parts. What were those 5 parts? Operational support, activities that happen on a daily basis. How can IT be used? Okay, after operational support, we spoke about collaboration. How can IT be used to get everybody to work together and communicate effectively? After that, we spoke about knowledge management, keeping the knowledge of a company within the company using an IT system. Then we spoke about not management, product development. No, product development, developing newer products using IT systems. And then number 5 was service delivery. Shall we just put those 5 over here? Everybody, I'll just mention the 5 over here. Okay, so the 5 that we had was operational support, collaboration. Number 3, we spoke about what do you call operational support, collaboration. Number 3 was knowledge management, keeping the knowledge within the organization. Number 4, we spoke about product development. And number 5, we spoke about product delivery or service delivery. Okay, these are the 5 areas we spoke about. And inside each area, we spoke about certain factors that contribute towards achieving it. Right, everybody, guys, girls, all of you all, shall we have a look at topic 13, part 3? Topic 13, part 3. Yeah, can we have a look at, by the way, what time should we start now at? 11:05. 11:05, no? No. 11:10, no, 11:10, yeah. 11:10 we need to start now. Okay. Can everyone come down to question number 1 of what? Of topic 13, part 3. A car manufacturer has several factories in several different countries. The head office is in London. The factory in Colombo sends sensitive data to the head office using asymmetric key encryption. Describe the process of asymmetric key encryption for data sent from Colombo to London. We are using asymmetric. Who is messaging who? Describe the process of asymmetric encryption for data sent from Colombo to London. No, Colombo server is messaging the London server. Right. So, yeah. Who gives what? London gives its public key to the Colombo server. The Colombo server will encrypt its data using London's public key, and then the data is transmitted, and London will decrypt the data using its public and private key. Excellent. You guys know your stuff, so why don't you all get started? Okay. Since the factory in Colombo is sending data, the factory in London, since the factory in Colombo is sending data to the factory in London, the London computer would send its public key to the computer in Colombo, the computer in Colombo would encrypt its data, using London's public key, and then send it the encrypted data to London. This data would be decrypted. The London computer would decrypt this data using its public and private key. Okay. The London computer would decrypt this data using its public and private key. In the meantime, yes, have a look at the marking scheme also, please. Everybody, I'll open it up on the screen shortly, but you all also have a look at the marking scheme, please. High chances we would have missed out on things that examiner considered important, or maybe we never thought of words that would, summarize this whole thing. Okay, so everybody, if you'll have a look over here, there are words. The session key, one second, I'll show it on the screen. Where is it? Wrong one. Guys, go to the marking scheme. Sometimes there might be answers we never ever considered. Question number, what's the number? 1. Question number 1. Okay. Nothing much in this particular question, but generally, guys, when you go to the marking scheme, you would sometimes come across information. Now, this one, of course, nothing much to say. Normally, make it a habit to look at the marking scheme. You will see answers you never considered. Right. Let's do one more. Let's do one more, guys, girls. Can everyone come down to question number? Shall we try number 4? Everyone have a look at question number 4 below. Oh, 3 or 4? 3. Come to 4. Come to 4 below. Come to 4. Symmetric and asymmetric are two types of encryption. Alice sends a message to Bob using symmetric encryption. Bob sends a message to Alice using asymmetric. Complete the diagram to show the steps required for the messages to be exchanged. You must include plain text, ciphertext, and types of keys. You all know what is cipher and plain, right? Okay. The what do you call the message that hasn't been encrypted yet? We call it plain text. Once it's encrypted, we call it cipher or cipher text. Right. So what do you all know? Alice sends a message to Bob using symmetric key encryption. So Alice initially will have what? Initially, Alice is going to have plain text. So I'll write plain text over here. Plain text. Then that plain text gets encrypted using a shared key. What are you going to get next then? You're going to get ciphertext. So I'm going to draw a box over here and say ciphertext. Ciphertext. Okay. Now when it comes to Bob, guys, girls, what's going to happen over here? What's going to happen over here? Oh, I should have just put ciphertext over there, no? Isn't it? I can just put ciphertext over here, no? Bob receives ciphertext, isn't it? Ciphertext, then Bob decrypts it. And then what is Bob doing after that? After he's using asymmetric. No, okay, my bad.
Should be plain text here, sir.
1 second. 1 second. So what did we say over here? We said over here. So now encrypted using shared key. So now you have ciphertext over here. Am I right? We have ciphertext over here. We have ciphertext over here. That comes all the way over here. Decrypted using
So should be plain text.
Yeah, so decrypted using shared key.
So like this. Do another box.
Which one?
I think you have to do another box and say the equivalent that. You get as plain text, right?
Bob, I thought of keeping this as decrypted using shared key. But here they have mentioned plain text first, no? Okay, we'll do it that way then. Everybody, what we'll do is we add another box then. So ciphertext comes over here. Then what are we going to do over here? Decrypted using shared key. Decrypted using shared key. Using shared key. Then Bob gets what? He gets the plain text. Plain text. Then what happens next? Now, Bob and Alice are using asymmetric encryption. Bob and Alice are using asymmetric encryption. So what's going to happen? What is Bob going to send? Sorry?
It says it's public key, right? And it says
Alice has to send her public key to Bob, isn't it? Okay, so what's going to happen over here? Shall we draw a line from Alice to Bob of sharing public key? Alice is sharing her public key with Bob now. So shall we draw a line from Alice to Bob? Okay. So we draw a line from here. So everybody from here to here. Here we have Alice's public key. Alice's public key. Okay, going to be given to Bob. Okay. Then what happens over here? Bob encrypts, you can say plain text. Plain text. Then what happens over here? Encrypted using Alice's public key. Then what do we have over here? We have ciphertext over here. Ciphertext over here. What happens over here? Decrypted. What's happening over here? Decrypted using Alice's public and private key. And then she receives plain text. Does the marking scheme follow the same diagram? Give me a second. Just have a look at the marking scheme. Yes, the marking scheme follows, except that exchanging of public key doesn't happen, no, in the marking scheme. Everybody, do you realize? Huh? Where? I didn't get you. They haven't done it, but in the marking scheme it's mentioned. Public key used to encrypt. Okay, indication. They haven't mentioned that, no? Alice giving the public key to Bob, that's not there, isn't it? Okay, anyway, guys, can you all get this down? And then we'll get started. Everybody, you'll have a look at the marking scheme also. Now, boys, girls, everybody. I'm gonna send you all the quiz link. Okay, everybody, done with this? Give me a second to locate the quiz link. Everybody first finish this. The only thing that was missing in the marking scheme is Alice sharing her public key with Bob. That was the only thing that was missing. Everything else is okay. Okay, can you get your devices ready then, everybody? We'll start the quiz.